There.
Hanging breaking ball, slider right there. He knew it.
Say go ball. Freeman grounds one up the middle. There's Andres Jimenez, and the Blue Jays for the first time in Game 7 are punching up at the defending champ. Will Smith goes yard, and the Dodgers suddenly find themselves on the verge of a repeat. Improbably, Kershaw and the Dodgers lead 5-4.
Influences aren't new.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
In 1941, Jeep wrote the book on four-wheel drive.
Years later, the Jeep brand is still influencing. Some create trends. We create our own trail. Some send a smiling emoji. We smile for real.
Don't call it a comeback.
Jeep, there's only one.
Right now during the Jeep Drive Into Fall event, well-qualified lessees can lease a 2025 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon gas model for $375 a month. Hurry, this great offer ends November 3rd.
That's right. Move it like this now. You gotta move it.
Don't call it a comeback.
Big time, best time, all the time. Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Wayfair's big sale is finally here.
It's Way Day!
Right now, you can save up to 80% off everything home at Wayfair.
Ooh. Yes. Plus, we're free shipping on everything.
And surprise flash deals.
All Way Day long.
These are can't-miss Way Day deals, so don't wait. Way Day ends soon. Save up to 80% off everything home during Wayfair's big sale, now through October 29th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay.
Well, this whole battery for the Dodgers, 3 outs away from legendary status in the World Series and in Game 7 history. Yoshinobu Yamamoto tries to go the final 2+ innings and make Will Smith's home run stand up. Defensive changes behind Yamamoto. The outfield and the infield. Justin Dean is into the game in center. Pages over to right. Kim has replaced Rojas at second. Now Guerrero. Last chance for the Jays. Ball 1 from Yamamoto. One-0 pitch. Ball 2. Guerrero thought that he had maybe ended it, leading off the 9th against Blake Snell when he crushed the ball to the warning track in center field, but it fell a little bit short. On this 2-0, takes it down the middle, 2-1.
Haven't seen many curveballs from Yamamoto. That's a pitch. He got a big out last time he faced Guerrero in his start.
Fastball speeds in there, 2-2.
This guy, I know he sweats, but you never see it. And he is just making pitch after pitch when he has to.
Inside, and the count goes full. Jays took the lead in the 3rd inning. Had it until the 9th. Dodgers tied it on the Rojas home run. Now the Smith home run has LA in front. Guerrero hooks one down the line towards the corner. It's a fair ball. It's extra bases. Tying run in scoring position in a flash.
Yeah, if this game goes beyond the 11th inning, I'm gonna just have to come back tomorrow because I can't be here, all night. Because there's a man on third, they might get that run in and tie the game again. So just in case that happens, I'm gonna end the live stream and I'll come back probably tomorrow and discuss the ritual.
And now another opportunity for the Blue Jays. They have not cashed in a couple of them.
Do they play for the tie here? Corners think so. They're pinched in. This is Kiner Falefa, who's in for his defense. He's a good bunter. Lays down a perfect one. Yamamoto to first in time. Tying run to third. Addison Barger to the plate. Art Pryor, interpreter Will Ireton, out to talk with Yamamoto, Roki Sasaki, and Clayton Kershaw.
We've got a scenario here where it's not the end of the world if they pitch around Barger and you get him on first base because you've got a double play candidate, but a guy who can handle the bat.
Because I think, since today is Fernando's 65th birthday, they might end the score 6-5. And I don't want to wait for that to happen, so I just hope it ends in this inning.
And lift it.
By the way, out of the 5 walk-off wins in World Series history, they've all broken ties. Never been a Game 7 walk-off home run to go from behind to win. Barger, who's hitting .480 in this Fall Classic. The infield pulled in for the Dodgers. Guerrero the tying run at third. Yamamoto's pitch. Outside, ball one. The 1-0. Ball 2.
You don't think him being the runner on second in Game 6, making the final outs on his mind right now and trying to do something special? And they are borderline pitching away from him.
On a 2-0 pitch. Barger takes high, 3-0. Kirk waits on deck.
He's got to think off speed. Even 3-0, if you got the green light, you've got to think off speed.
Green light to try and win the World Series. Instead takes ball 4. So, tying run 90 feet away. Winning run on base. Alejandro Kirk coming up.
And they will play back for the double play ball just based on his speed.
World Series could end on one swing in either direction. Home run wins it for the Blue Jays. Ground ball wins it for the Dodgers. Kirk, the captain, pokes it foul.
17 double plays he's hit into this season and the postseason, if you're wondering.
On an 0-1 pitch, Alejandro Kirk has a curve land in there, strike 2.
And there's that breaking ball. That whenever he goes to that pitch, it's a built-in change of speed and makes the hitter buckle.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Kirk bounces one up the middle, bats to the bag, over to first to beat the champ. You gotta knock him out. The Dodgers stand tall and win back-to-back titles.
Back-to-back 69. Man, what a ritual. What a ritual. Whoa. What a ritual. Man, what a ritual. What a ritual on Fernando's 65th birthday. Look at these actors. Man. I don't know what to say. I mean, it couldn't get any. Like, look at this. So the Dodgers finished the season 106-73. I told you guys they're gonna pick up their 106th win of the season. I didn't expect them to do it on Fernando's birthday. I'm not gonna lie, but it went 7. And notice in gematria, Fernando Valenzuela Aguamea equals 106, and Los Angeles Dodgers equals 73. Goes the name Vince Scully is also 106. And big 69 ritual. Dave Roberts picked up his 69th postseason win. World Series equals 69, like back-to-back, like Aubrey Graham, which is Drake's first name. Drake's real name. Of course, Rogers Center is also 69. And also John Schneider, the manager of the Blue Jays, he has a 69 name as well. And this was the clincher, though. He picked up his 269th career loss in the World Series. 269, the 57th prime number on the 57 date numerology when World Series is 57. I mean, this was a huge lock. And then they win the World Series on Fernando's birthday. I mean, do you guys remember what I was doing last year? I was at Yankee Stadium, Game 5, and I was telling the fans the Dodgers are going to win the World Series today and celebrate it on November 1st at the parade on Fernando's 64th birthday. And that's what happened last year. And now, fast forward 12 months later, exactly 12 months later, here we are talking about the Dodgers winning the World Series on Fernando Valenzuela's birthday. I mean, can it get more obvious than that? And yet, people are not going to even blink an eye. Nobody's going to mention, like, if you guys watch the game, nobody ever, like, the announcers did not mention at all that today happens to be Fernando Valenzuela's birthday. They didn't mention it at all. Because they don't want people to put 2 and 2 together, right? 5-4, of course, baseball equals 54. 11 innings. I thought it was going to go more. I thought it could have probably ended 6-5 because it is his 65th birthday today. So I said, you know what? If they do extend this to like extra innings or whatever, I just can't stand here all night. Like last night, the other day they had us waiting 18 innings to end the game. All right, but yeah, just want to say congratulations and thank you for all the trust, you guys. Thank you for your support on the Patreon. I appreciate everybody that's on there. Congratulations. Today we hit a 2-leg parlay. We had the Orlando Magic, and then we had the obvious lock, which was the Los Angeles Dodgers. Yeah, but these are the type of games, you guys, that you should put your house on it. Like I'm not even joking. They picked up their 106th win of the season on Fernando Valenzuela's birthday. I mean, this is what you call a lock, a master lock. Of course, Vince Scully is also 106, and they paid tribute to Vince Scully last year when they won the World Series 117 weeks after his death. You know, I thought the series was going to end in 5 because that would have been 117 days after Shohei Ohtani's birthday. But I see what they did. They gave us the biggest mockery of all time. Again, every year I say this is the biggest mockery, but I mean, it doesn't get bigger than this. This has to be the biggest mockery in sports history. The Dodgers win the World Series on Fernando Valenzuela's birthday, picking up their 106th win of the season, giving Dave Roberts his 69th postseason win in the World Series, and John Schneider's 269th career loss, the 57 prime number, when World Series equals 57 and 69. You know, the critics are always going to be around, you know, all the people who troll my channel and stuff like that. But, you know, these things, I mean, we putting out this information way before. I mean, my World Series video went up 11 days ago. I said the Los Angeles Dodgers go back-to-back. I mean, we had this figured out 11 days ago. And we also had the Blue Jays going to the World Series and beating the Mariners. That was a clear ritual 147 days before Vladimir Guerrero's birthday. Let me take my friend's phone call right now. What's going on, Vince? Congratulations, man.
Hey, man, you know where I caught on? I caught on when when you and I were kind of texting. I caught on when they were saying the 32-year drought, and I go, you know what? They're not gonna let these guys win in 32 years.
But did you hear what the announcer said? The Dodgers just won their third championship in 6 years. And what does Dodgers equal? 36, forwards and backwards.
And then when because at 32, I figure, you know what? They're not gonna win. They'll hope maybe next year makes it 33. You know, maybe. And then the other thing I caught on was, you know how Dodgers equals 11-17 or 1-1-7?
Yeah.
Game 11th inning, game 7.
Game 7 in the 11th inning, exactly, for the 1-1-7.
And then when I told you about the number or something, you know, when you posted that 51 runs, and I go, oh, you know.
Yeah, they got the 60 runs on the day leaving 60 days in the year.
Right, and you know what? That 60 days, it's perfect timing for the 11th inning. If you because I was counting it, I was like, you know, this game could end in the 11th inning, you know, for this game. And then that's why I was saying, you know what? They're also paying tribute to the Super Bowl 60 that's coming up.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I mean? It's like 6 years. Remember how you said it? 6 years. You know, Super Bowl 60 is that 6. Dude, these games are rigged. I don't see how people can't see it.
No, but think about it. On Fernando, last year they celebrated the parade on his birthday, and then this year they win the World Series on his birthday?
Dude, this is ridiculous.
That you gotta be fucking kidding me. If you can't wake up, if you didn't wake up last year, and you can't wake up this year, you're never gonna wake up to the rigging.
So that's why I sent you I sent you a voicemail a couple days ago. Dude, I gotta give you your props, bro, because I finally, you know, it took me all these years to, you know, you showed me how to decode, but I finally get it. It's a trip, dude. Now, I don't know what you've been living, dude. All I know is my eyes are open to everything. It's crazy, bro. You know, and like when you do your picks, yeah, you're right. There's a lot, dude. There's a lot.
Yeah, you know, there was things on both sides, but the one thing you cannot fade is 57 and 69 in the same game. John Snyder picks up his 269th career loss, and then Dave Roberts picks up his 69th postseason win in the same game. In a World Series game.
Well, the only thing that the Blue Jays had for them was the 49.
They had the 49, but you can't fade 69 and 57 in the World Series. Not when it's a game 7 and it can affect both managers.
Right. And then, I mean, like I said, the only thing that the Toronto Blue Jays had was the 49 and the 32. That was it. They didn't have nothing else. Everything else was for the Dodgers.
Yeah, no, exactly. They didn't have much. They had the 49 because, remember, they fell to 68 and 49 during the regular season. So that could have been a possibility. But, I mean, come on. 106 wins for the season on Fernando's birthday?
So remember that other guy that was on, and I was talking to you too, and I guess he's from Canada, and he was saying that it's got 58 for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Listen, man, that's why, you know, when I put out my videos, I don't like whenever I put out my World Series videos, I don't like taking calls because I don't want no distractions. I don't like when people call me with their opinion, even though I do like call people to call in because I do like the people to voice their opinion, but I don't like people to plug information in my head because what I've noticed in the past is that when people do that, I start changing my mind. It starts driving me crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened to me with the Eagles and Chiefs one year. And you know what I'm saying? So I just when I make my videos, I just stick to myself. I say, you know what? This is what makes the most sense to me, and this is what I want my followers to listen to.
It did that to me too. It did it to me too. The only thing I was thinking about was I was in your favor because he said a word. He said something. He said dumb money. That they're gonna make the Dodgers the Dodger fans put all this dumb money on the Dodgers. No, bro. If you look it up, the money was on the Toronto Blue Jays to win
The entire nation was betting on the underdog. That's where all the money was at. Especially think about how much more money went on the Blue Jays when they took the 3-2 lead.
Even he put that money on the dumb money on the Blue Jays to win. Dude,
this is how Vegas. Let me just say something, Vince. I don't want to talk over you. This is how Vegas makes their money. When the Dodgers went up, when the Blue Jays went up 3-2, they know that the entire world is gonna bet on the Blue Jays to win at least one game at home. So all that money that came in on the Blue Jays, it's all profit for Vegas. Because you guys are looking at it like, oh, they got 2 games at home? All they got to do is win 1. No, it's rigged. It doesn't work that way, you guys. These are rituals. There's people dying in connection to these games. That's what matters to these people. They're fooling you, making you think that having a 3-2 lead gives you an advantage. It doesn't give you any advantage. Being at home doesn't give you any advantage because it's rigged and scripted. None of that's just you could be up 3-0 in a series and still lose again and still lose the championship because it's rigged. What you guys have to embrace is the knowledge of gematria because it teaches you exactly what's going on and what the ritual is. Game 7, November 1st, on Fernando's 65th birthday, they picked up their 106th win of the season and stayed on 73 losses because in gematria, Fernando Valenzuela, Aguamaya, and Los Angeles Dodgers 106 and 73. That's where the money is, in the knowledge. But people are not, the fans, the average bettors are not paying attention. They're asleep. And think about this. They put up a stat during Game 6. I put it up on my YouTube post. Teams that are down 3-2 in the World Series are 0-7. And what they do, they show you that stat while Shohei Ohtani, number 17, is about to bat. Showing you that teams are about to become 1-7 after trailing 3-2 in the series. Yeah, and of course they did it today because today is 17 weeks after Shohei's birthday, and of course Canada was founded on 1/7 July 1st. You see, that's what people need to pay attention to.
And then you know how they posted how those priests went to the Vatican to tell the Pope to.
Oh my gosh, did you see that? So the Pope supposedly was praying for the Dodgers to win the World Series. When have you ever seen that? This is called mockery. These are the people controlling the games. They're not praying for the team to win. These are the people with the scripts. These are the people sacrificing Fernando Valenzuela.
Right. This whole thing was mockery on everybody, bro.
This is mockery next level. Mockery next level. Got the Pope holding up the Shohei Ohtani's birthday, number 17, and then 17 weeks after his birthday, they win the championship.
Right. Hey, man, well, I don't know. You need to go online and just tell everybody I told you so.
No, I'm doing a live stream right now.
Oh, shoot. All right. Well,
Well, you didn't know you wasn't on a live stream?
No, I didn't know. I'm outside.
Yeah. You've been live since you called in.
I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell all your fans out there and everybody that don't believe or skeptics or whatever. Number one, Arthur knows his crap, man. And if you don't know, now you know, and you need to hit up Arthur, let him teach you, buy into his Patreon, whatever, man. You need to know. Open your eyes because this ain't no joke. And for those of you that, I don't want to bet, but you know what? I just want to know the truth. You know what? This is the way you do it. And I give you props, bro. Arthur, I give you props like all day, bro. You know what I mean? Because I don't bet a lot. Sometimes I don't bet at all, but I want to know who's going to win. And I'm telling you, this game, you can see it now. You know what I mean? Like, Once you learn, you learn.
Man, I saw this shit the minute I came across the information. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. I mean, I knew it was rigged. I didn't know it was rigged to this extent, where they were sacrificing players and then syncing up the games with the players that they just killed. That was the point. That shit blew my mind. I'm like, this shit cannot be a coincidence, man. I mean, it's happening every year. Kobe Bryant dies, and then the Lakers win, and then it was happening every year after year. Bill Russell. Come on. I mean,
it's already starting with. It's already been happening with the NFL. Look at.
I mean, it's been happening in the NFL for years. It's just that it's been going under the radar. And even if the thing is, when I came across this information, there wasn't much information out there. Like this shit was still new to a lot of people. When I seen when I came across Zach's work, I was like, he was like the only person really doing it. So I'm like, I didn't trust it 100% because I'm like, there wasn't enough proof that it was going on. There wasn't enough documentation. But come on, 13 years later, this should be undeniable to anybody that came into the community around that time. This is 13 years of documentation.
It's like that other one that you posted. It was what was that Jets player that died, and he lived 45 minutes from
and he dies while they playing the Bengals. He lived 45 minutes from when the Bengals play.
Right.
And that was the Jets' first win of the season.
Right. And then it comes out to it came out to what was it, 70, I forgot what it was, 70 days that of his death or from when he was born or something like that. It was like 70 days that you mentioned. But the score was 39 to 38. And whatever the score was the same thing that matched him on his death. That's what, if you really look into it, dude, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy how they mock everybody. And for everybody else that's listening, dude, Arthur knows his stuff. Simple Truth TV is no joke, and everybody needs to get on. If I'm in California, I talk to Arthur all the time, and dude, it's no joke, bro. It's no joke. And I don't want to talk forever, but keep it up. And this is what I wanted. I wanted everybody to hear it from me to you, bro. You're awesome,
I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thanks a lot, Vince.
Hey, we'll talk again, all right?
All right, you have a good night, and congratulations, man. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I told you guys 11 days ago that this was a big 106 ritual. And again, the 69 in the World Series, kind of hard to fade that, especially with the 269 or in the same game in the Game 7. 3-0, Shohei Ohtani gives up 3 runs. And you guys saw how the game was, most of the game, the score was 3-4. What number did Fernando wear? Well, he was number 34 pitching for the Dodgers. This was the score most of the game until before in the 9th inning they tied it. So they were showing you number 34 on the screen in memory of number 34. All right. So, again, congratulations. And this is not going to stop, The Super Bowl is going to come up. The NBA Finals is going to be the same thing. In February, I think that's the next championship. You're gonna see the more the same. Let me pick up one more call. What's going on, my brother? You on the live stream?
Yeah, I know. I'm on it too. Good call with Dodgers.
Appreciate it, man. Big 69-57 ritual.
Yeah.
And like, how do people not see this? Like I know you told me a few years ago that you were trying to explain this to your family members, but you think if you explain them this ritual, they're not gonna be able to see through it? The Dodgers winning the World Series on Fernando's birthday?
I just gave up. I gave up on that. On trying to tell people or people that are around me. I just gave up on.
Yeah. I don't blame you, man. This shit is tough, man. It's tough.
It wastes like your time and energy. It's better just to know it yourself and grow individually. Like even in the community, people don't get along. So what makes what makes people.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Even in this very small community, we don't get along. Exactly.
I still try to respect all the people that don't understand it. You know, it's hard to like understand from their point.
Nah, it's not hard, man. Like there's this stuff is blatantly obvious. Like, oh my gosh.
No, even if the games were rigged and people were like being told the games were rigged by like the people themselves that play the game, they wouldn't care. They'd still show up and watch these games.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's like wrestling. Wrestling, they told people it's rigged, and people still go out and support their favorite wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what they're not gonna tell people is how they're killing pitchers, and then they're paying tribute to that pitcher that they just killed. That's the part they won't tell them. See, I think that's the disturbing part.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty disturbing that they do it every year.
Did you see how today they announced that a pitcher died? He was born in Venezuela.
I did not see that.
Yeah, I put it on my post. What was this guy's name? I think he played for the Mariners. He died on the date even 62 days left in the year. Seattle Mariners 62. Yeah, Jorvis Medina dies at 37 from a car accident or something, or a heart attack. I think it was a heart attack. I think he suffered a car accident and died in the hospital from his injuries, whatever it was. But yeah, he died on the date even 62 days after the year. And Seattle Mariners is 62. But the guy was born in Venezuela, and then they announced the news today on Fernando Valenzuela's birthday, the day that the World Series is about to end. And remember, they opened up the World Series with another Mariners player passing away.
Good research.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He died. Okay, so he suffered a heart attack after the car accident. Yeah. So he had a car crash and then he died from his injuries. He got a heart attack from it. But of course, sacrifice is 62, right? We know exactly why he died on that day. Yeah, but I think this is what the disturbing part, that they will never tell people, even if they do come out and tell people that it's rigged. They're not gonna tell people how they're sacrificing players, how the Catholic Church and the Jesuit orders involved in the rigging. They're not gonna do that. They're never gonna do that.
Yeah.
Like how they're scripting hurricanes around Bob Marley and killing thousands of people in Jamaica. They're never gonna tell people that, you know. And that's what I think people need to really, really wake up to. It's not just the rigging and the scripting. It's the weather warfare. It's the ritual murders. I think that's the most important part. The terrorism. Yeah. You still there? Oh yeah. Oh, so the call dropped. Yeah. So that's what I think people need to Oh yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's what I think people they're not ever gonna tell people that that's what's really going on behind closed doors, and that's what people really need to wake up to. I'm gonna read some of the chat and then we'll probably close it out. Yeah, not even a single super chat, you guys. Putting out free winning knowledge. 73 viewers. Speaking of the Los Angeles Dodgers with 34 likes, that's funny. All right, so yeah, so I ended there. Yeah, congratulations to all the people who took the Dodgers, and yeah, I'll leave it there, man. It's not gonna stop anytime soon. All right, you guys, enjoy your Sunday, enjoy your week, peace.